Okay, so the Ottomans were actually quite sort of friendly to them because they also saw the advantages for the Ottomans in trading with the Venetians, in getting things into Europe, but then also getting things from Europe for the rest of the Muslim lands as well. So these were peace treaties that were kept even when states or the head of nations were a bit hostile towards the Muslims. Okay. Um, Qadi Abu Bakr ibn al-Arabi said that the expression of qist mentioned in the above verse is not derived from justice, but from share. Okay. So this means you may give them a portion of your money to maintain cordial relationship. Justice is a duty toward all, whether friends or foes. Okay. So justice can be delivered to the enemy who murders many people, and that you stop them by, harsher means. So that could be a form of justice. Okay, so justice doesn't necessarily have to mean, saying sorry and move on. Sometimes justice is that you have to do your duty towards whoever is, friendly or a foe to you. Okay. 7.3, visiting ill non-Muslims. So you may visit non-Muslims who fall ill, and this is also quite important as well. So that visiting even the ill, and that they are non-Muslims, and we see this quite a lot as well with non-Muslims when they're in hospital. You'll see that they hardly have any relatives with them, and a lot of the times, uh, some things that can make illnesses worse is loneliness. Okay, so someone may be ill, but the fact that they don't have anyone to talk to or any way of venting out their frustration whilst they're ill or passing time whilst they're ill, that can make a person even more ill. Okay. Uh, and whereas you see with a lot of Muslim families, especially more so you know, the families that have kept those values, um, that, you know, visiting your ill family members, um, whenever there is news of an illness, this is really important in that it maintains relationships. It just shows that you are there for them when times are not good, that you're not just there for people when, it's for your need, but you're there for their needs as well. And so Imam Bukhari reported that the Prophet ﷺ visited his non-Muslim uncle Abu Talib on his deathbed and urged him to embrace Islam. There's also the other story as well that the Prophet ﷺ asked about the Jewish lady. Okay, and someone said, "Oh, she's ill." And in Medina, he went to go visit her. Okay, and everyone else was like, all the, and this was someone also who sort of insulted the Prophet ﷺ, but he because he got to a point where he ﷺ realized that I've not seen this woman who always insults me, and he, out of his infinite and complete concern, uh, you know, for this woman who would insult him, he finds out that she's ill, that he actually goes and visits her. Okay. Um, Imam Bukhari and Imam Ahmad reported that Anas ibn Malik said that a Jewish boy used to serve the Prophet ﷺ, preparing his ablution and bringing him his shoes. The boy became ill, and the Prophet ﷺ went to visit him. He found him gravely ill with his father sitting by his side. The Prophet ﷺ invited the boy to Islam by asking him to say, "There is no God but Allah." The boy looked at his father, who kept silent. The Prophet ﷺ repeated his request, and the boy again looked at his father, who told him, Obey Abul Qasim. Okay, the boy just before dying said, "I bear witness that there is no God but Allah, and you are His messenger." Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. The Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, "I thank Allah for enabling me to save him." Okay, commenting on the hadith, Ibn Hajar said this indicates This indicates many rules. So Muslims, we are to be cordial with non-Muslims and are allowed to employ them and to visit them while sick. It allows the employment of youth to offer them Islam if they are mature to make a decision. Okay, so doing that. And to accept their conversion if they embrace Islam. Similarly, Imam al-Badr al-Aini said, this hadith provides us with the permission to visit ill non-Muslims, especially if they are neighbors. Such a visit demonstrates the kindness of Islam